Good afternoon, everyone. This is Christian with PerfectStockAlert.com, a 100% free service for smart investors and traders. All we ask in return, please refer a friend. Today is Monday. It's October the 8th, 2012. We're going to be looking at Cliffs Natural Resources Incorporated, ticker symbols CLF. It's right there. You can see we can't actually quite see the previous high here. It's more covered up, but you can see that we have this low point. We bounce up here to a high point, which is lower than the previous one. We go lower, and then we bounce up here to a higher high than we had before here and here. And now we've moved back down here, and we're getting a higher series of low points. So what we're looking at is a possible reversal from a downtrend to an uptrend. More importantly, the overall pattern is indicating or I should say an inverse head and shoulders pattern. This is a very bullish pattern, of course, and it's taken off today to the upside. Actually, looking at this chart this weekend when I gave you guys the previous alert on the website. This is one of the ones that I thought about issuing an alert on as well. And so now I think it's a good time to do so. It is taking off to the upside, and that is adding that much more confidence and confirmation to this overall pattern here. You'll notice a couple of things about the inverse head and shoulders pattern. It doesn't have to be this way, but typically what you're going to see is the previous shoulders low point or the low close there is going to be roughly equal to this one over here, and so you can see that 38 there and 38 here. This is about the same level there. Makes perfect sense to me. Also, you'll notice the head is actually lower than the actual shoulder formations. That's proper as well. This is just a head and shoulders formation turned upside down. And you'll also notice when you have the major sell-off here on the first shoulder, typically you'll find good volume on that sell-off right there, and then on the sell-off following for the head, that tends to dry up comparative to the previous volume. You also notice that buy volume actually does the exact opposite. It starts to increase as we get further into the overall pattern. So here was weak buy volume. Here we increased it substantially. That's often what leads to the actual higher series of highs. You don't have to have higher series of highs between the start of the head point and the end of the head point, which we simply draw a neckline across like this. The main thing about this is if it slopes up, it's more bullish than if it were sloping down. So that's important. So for example, if we had a high point that went here and then down here, then we would simply draw the neckline like this. It would be less bullish in that case. Let me clean that chart up so we can actually see it. All right. All right. You are either in this position already because you've seen it for yourself, or you are looking for confirmation of a breakout above, closing above that neckline. Once that had happened, you would say that this is confirmed inverse head and shoulders pattern. At that point, you would simply take the distance from the neckline to the low point, 32.25, do the math there and say this is how high I expect from the breakout we can go. There's a big move here setting up if this is actually confirmed with a close above this actual point. If you're already involved here, if you're already buying at this point here, your stop is set off this low here in most cases. Also, you can know that the actual pattern can do many different things between one day to the next. The main thing is it doesn't take out this low. If it took out this low, then that's kills the pattern altogether. You can't do that. So this is an important turning point here for the actual chart pattern, and it looks like a good one. So keep an eye on this one into the weeks ahead. If you've not been to our free website at PerfectStockAlert.com, it's right there. It's 100% free, and all we ask in return, please refer a friend. God bless, take care, and I'll see you in the market analysis video coming right up. Please take a moment to review our disclaimer. The information provided herein is our opinion only. Under no circumstances do any statements here represent a recommendation to buy or sell securities or make any kind of an investment. You are responsible for your own due diligence. To summarize, we do not provide investment advice, nor do we make any claims or promises that any information here will lead to a profit, loss, or any other result. These videos are for educational purposes only.